Mr. Whale will...
No, I won't sell it to you.
And that. The myth... Silver only melts at really high temperatures. The fire would be much... Every time I... That's... Oh no. What is that?
Who'd have thought you can trap gnomes with scraps of bloody cloth?
A werewolf trap! Impressive!
Thanks.
You're a gnome too, aren't you?
You're a sharp one.
I found my friend's scarf. Not too many other traces, though. How about you?
Some werewolf tracks, and footprints made by a heavy person coming from the direction of the cliffs.
Those must be Esther's tracks.
They disappeared in the undergrowth. No traces of a knight, a headless horseman, or any other horrors.
Perhaps they're ghosts?
Exactly what I thought. Some kind of apparition. Someone is conjuring up all these ghostly figures to try and scare us.
Then we mustn't be scared.
I'm not scared of anything. Well, maybe spiders. I can't stand them. How they sit there waiting, and then suddenly run off, and far too many legs.
Wow! Bounty hunter! That's just so cool! Most of us gnomes tend to be nerdy and avoid the big wide world.
You're here too? And you're some kind of mage?
Well, not a proper one. I'm trying to help my friends. No magic involved. What about you? Did the call of adventure lure you?
Gold.
Oh.
Not my dream job, hanging around in shady inns and taking on missions from greasy characters. As soon as I've gathered enough gold together, I'm going back to the caves, and will hopefully forget most of what I've experienced.
Clever trap. It got me, that's for sure.
But you're not a werewolf. Razor-sharp senses, and teeth and claws to match. The cage won't keep him for long, and fighting the beast won't be much fun.
Maybe it would be better if we carried on together. Then we can protect one another. You know what I mean?
You shouldn't even be here. Go back to the village and wait there for 3 days. If I'm not back by then, leave the dark woods and don't look back.
No way! I'm not leaving here without Timmy and Esther.
Then at least scream loudly when the werewolf gets you, so I know where to look.
I think that could be arranged. Yeah, enough talk. We have to find my friends.
I have to track down a headless horseman, and I'll kill the werewolf. I haven't crossed that off my list yet. If I stumble across your friends in the process, fine. If not, so be it.
Wilbur.
What?
My name. Wilbur Weathervane. And I'm worried about Timmy and Esther. I want them back undamaged.
I'll see what I can do.
The trap can't be detected underneath the leaves. A good bit of gnome engineering, complicated and functional. More or less. The bounty... I should stay clear. You can find these stone heads all over Avantasia. They're ancient and no one knows who made them. The woods are already spooky enough where I am, but over there it gets even more spine-chilling. I bet that the evil heart of the woods is somewhere over in that direction. The woods are already spooky enough where I am, but over there it gets even more. I bet... If the monsters caught Timmy and Esther, then that's probably where they would have been taken. Whew. Get on with it, Wilbur. Yes, at least the werewolf seems to be there. That's good. So the woods weren't just the source of wood for the villagers, they also dug clay there. I wonder if the villagers dug too deep and woke up some kind of ancient evil. If so, the ancient evil must have been sleeping very close to the surface. Looks like some kind of press. If I had to guess, I'd say it was used to press clay bricks into shape. The hinge is rusted through. Forcing the press might... I'd better repair it first. Hard to say what destroyed the kiln, and when. Could have been time, wind and rain, but it could just as easily have been animals or other things. My guess is that the bricks were once fired right here in the woods. Makes complete sense. Not only is there lots of firewood here, the clay is also very moist and loses a lot of weight during firing. Why would you drag all that water into the village just to let it evaporate there? I should be able to loosen a really nice lump of clay just with my bare hands. Yep, no problem. By all appearances, there's been no clay dug here for years. And the rain will ensure that there won't be much to see here in a few years' time. I better let her stew. Nah, I better let her stew. Nah. Nah. The hinge on the press is damaged. I'd only ruin it. Nah. Nah. Hello? Oh. See,
I hope so.
I'm not sure, but it... Nah, I better let us... Hello? Look!
You still need 9 more.
You...
It was a wolf skin.
You...
Whoosh.
See, if I had... Nah. Right. The werewolf is somewhere there in the deep woods, and where the werewolf is, that's likely where my friends are too. So, let's get a move on. Oh boy. I want to help those two, but there's a werewolf there and I'm unarmed. It'd be pointless letting myself be ripped to shreds. That's not going to help anyone. Well, except maybe the werewolf. I need a weapon so I can defend myself against it. That way leads... My friends are somewhere in... I need an effect. The hinge on the press is damaged. I found a broken clay press in the woods. Do you think you could fix it? What? That's it? Wow, you're quick. Thanks to Nate, the old clay press is once again fully... You can press clay and whatever else you want into bricks. A perfect clay brick. I've pressed the clay into a brick. If I were to fire it now and repeat the process a few hundred times, I'd be able to build myself a house with them. Just not sure why I'd want to do that. There's plenty of empty houses here as it is. Every time I talk to him, maybe the fire's hot enough to melt the silver, but once it melts, it would just seep into the ground. Maybe the fire's hot enough to... But once it melts, it would... The little... If you... Thanks to Nate, the old clay press is once again fully functional. The clay is very moist. Ooh, perfect for making handprints or anything like that in. Probably not the right time to be thinking of messing around. That way leads my friend. I need... It seems the... Hopefully the mayor won't have any objection, as long as it helps me banish the evil from the woods. You can always use some string, as I'm sure I've mentioned on more than one occasion. It wouldn't be theft. I really need the string for, stuff. The washing line does, however, seem to be knotted to a hook on the house, which is much too high up for me. I can't reach the knot tying the washing line to the house. If you can't undo a knot, then you can at least cut it. That's it! This might prove useful. I can't see anything. The wolf skin is lying right in front of the hole. Got it. Hello? Oh. I've got another wolf skin for you. Different one.
Oh, fantastic! You just need 8 more.
But of course. Back in a minute.
That makes 10. So, did you gain experience while completing the quest?
Yeah, no one likes a generic collect quest.
It kills time. Isn't that the point?
Not really.
Here's your crossbow.
Ah, very nice. Now I finally got everything I need to go deeper into the woods. Wish me luck.
Oh, I do. And you'll need it.
I'm not sure what I should ask him just now. Nah. The bedsheet could make the great beginnings of a ghost costume. Ta-da! Time for a ghost performance. Whoa! 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 Oh! Ooh.
What are you doing?
I am the ghost of the wood.
Haven't we got enough real spooks around here? Do you have to dress up like one too?
I don't know what you're talking about. Ooh.
I can see your feet. And is that my bedsheet?
You haven't settled the ghost of the wood, but I will return. Ooh. I don't know how, but he recognized me. It may be because he has a lot of experience with ghostly apparitions, living in the dark woods and all. Or it may have been my feet poking out from under the sheet. The only thing more useful than a bit of string and a long stick is a long stick with a bit of string attached. Fishing rods offer the best of both worlds, and one can do practically anything with them. Like, well, fishing, for example. Sure what I should ask him just now. Yeah, I bet. I've pressed the clay into a brick. Just not sure. The stone goblet could easily withstand fire, but... I dressed up as a ghost, but even though I was totally convincing, that stupid mare recognized me right away. It was mainly my feet that gave me away.
Then let's use my head to play the ghost. Turn me into a ghost.
Here's a white sheet to start with.
And? Scary?
Sort of. Gulliver.
Yes?
Right! Let's do some haunting.
How are we going to do that? Should I roll into the shop?
I could carry you.
A ghost that needs to be carried is no more frightening than a ghost with feet.
That was scary. I think you're probably right. Right then. Hold the fort.
We're here if you need us.
Every time I talk to him, I see that... I must admit, Gulliver looks much better. If he were able to fly, the illusion would be absolutely perfect. An absolutely perfect impression of an iron bolt. I'd better not put the impression into my pocket. It could get distorted. But I could use it here in the area if I'm very careful. I don't think that the open fire would be suitable for firing clay. It's too hot. Yeah, the water in the clay would evaporate too quickly and deform it. Okay then, a permanent imprint of the crossbow bolt. That's the water from the clay. The block was pretty damp. The block was distorted, and, if my eyes don't deceive me, it's also shrunk by at least a third of its original size. Touch hot coals. I can't do anything with this impression of the bolt. Now it's smaller than it should be and crooked and wonky to boot. Shame. I'm not sure what I should ask him just now. I don't think the shop is doing... Sure, a motley... But if... Nah. She probably thought the evening would go a little differently. She should be happy it didn't turn out even worse. Nah. The iron bolt is just a template. It'll be useless against a werewolf. I need a silver bolt exactly the same shape and size. The crossbow, I'll need a... Silver only melts at really high temperatures. Touch hot coals with my bare hands. I'd need a really, really good reason to do that. I can't do anything with this impression of... I think Nate has been putting a few more logs on the fire, and it still doesn't radiate. Nate has tried time and time again. You can press clay and whatever else you... Thanks to... Maybe the fire's hot enough to melt the silver, but once it melts, it would just... Maybe the... But what... Silver only melts at really high temperatures. The fire would be a much better bet for that. I can't do anything with it. The crossbow alone, I'll need... I better let her stew. Yeah. Every time I talk to him, I see that dreadful combination of hope and despair in his eyes. I won't do that. The fiancé of the young lady in the woods now lives in old Van Buren's castle. He's said to be a count. I hope he'll help me find the sword. Mayor Whale promised to lead us to the castle once we've defeated the evil. Yeah. 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 You can press clay and whatever else. I wonder if I could press the sand into some kind of brick. It's dry, and that might prevent it from sticking together very well. It worked! The sand has formed a pretty solid block. Just the same, I'd better leave it in the press so that it doesn't fall apart. The sand forms a fair... I gave it a good press, and presumably that was enough to make the pieces of sand somehow latch onto one another, even though the sand is dry. A very good mould of the boat. I can't see any difference from the original. The iron bolt is just a template. It'll be useless against... The sand now contains an imprint of the iron bolt. This looks promising. The sand now contains an imprint of the iron bolt. This looks... I've come up with an idea on how we can get you to fly.
Really?
Yes. I don't want to go into detail, but let's just say there's something to do with this homemade fishing rod.
I see. Tie it up.
Done. What do you think, Gulliver? Is it time to give the mare a bit of a fright?
We can at least give it a go.
A flying ghost this time. Oh, very nice. He doesn't look very scary.
But he can speak! Whoa!
Oh, nice effect. But I've already seen ventriloquists at the fun fair.
But...
We'll be back. Oh!
Let's get out of here.
But everything usually startles him.
He didn't seem scared this time. Don't let your head drop. We'll think of something and try again.
Then we'll just have to make the costume even spookier. Gulliver...
Yeah.
No, it won't.
Scarier than... Right then.
We're here.
The stone goblin could... The shelves seem to be some kind of catch-all for things even the... If I... Sure, a motley selection of armour, but if the shelves seem to be some... If I had... Nah. I'm not sure what I should ask him just now. goblet is almost full to the brim with silver jewellery. Didn't look much to begin with. Let's see what happens. Ah! Hot! In fact, it's hot enough to melt the silver in the goblet. That's definitely not going to work. The clay is pretty moist and the hot silver would make the water evaporate pretty explosively. I'm still a gnome, and by our very nature, we gnomes know about vaporous explosivisions. The sand now can... This is the moment of truth. Nate, can you carefully pour the molten silver into the sand mold without burning your robot hand things? Be careful. Very, very careful. Brilliant! Well done! There was just enough silver. The mold in the sand is filled to the brim and it's starting to cool. Now we wait. Perfect! It looks exactly like the iron bolt, only this one will be able to inflict some damage on a werewolf as well. Now I finally got everything I need to go deeper into the woods. Wish me luck!
Take care, Wilbur, and shout if you need any help.
The little... if you... I can't do anything with this impression of the bolt. I'm just thinking if we could get our ghosts to glow using a couple of hot pieces of coal...
Or how about glowing eyes? That would be even scarier.
Great idea. Then all we need is some kind of holder for them. And we'll need to be very careful. Those coals are very hot.
Oh, right. Here, hold these. Don't lose them.
Yeah.
Nate, give me 2 pieces of coal. Red glowing ones from down at the bottom, if possible. And? How do I look?
That is really spooky. And also just a touch revolting.
That's how it should be.
Gulliver.
Yeah.
This time...
Let's spook!
Oh, whoa! Ooh, wow!
Wow! Oh, that looks really scary. Well done.
Aha! Then you should use your PKE and see what it says.
I don't need it. I know there's nothing supernatural at work here.
How do you know that?
Well, for one, I can see the string you're using to hold up the ball or whatever it is. And I can see you. I'm even speaking to you.
Okay. I'll give you that one.
Wilbur? But the eyes look great. And the voice is good too. How do you manage to make it sound as if it came from the ghost?
Why do I smell burning?
That voice isn't coming from me. It's coming from...
Fire! Fire!
Ah! Ah! Wilbur, where are you? Ah! Ow! What the devil is going on here? Where is everyone?
What is that?
The, rubber ball has changed itself into an evil skull.
Right. Whoa! I'm an evil, terrible, demonic skull! Fear me!
But I'm not getting any sign of supernatural activity!
Oh! That's because us evil demons have learned how to haunt without being recognized.
That's not possible!
But there's more! Get the man with the PKE, the Heart of the Wood said.
No!
We shall return!
That was unexpected.
We're doomed!
No, I'll find the Heart of the Wood and put an end to this. Have no fear. See? See you later. Nah, I'm not sure what I should...
Wilbur, well, how do you think we did? From what I saw up there, he almost wet himself.
That would have made me feel even more guilty. I wish we didn't have to scare him that badly.
All for a good cause. If you can track the Heart of the Wood with the PKE and destroy it, then you'll actually be helping him. Here, catch.
If I use it in the woods, it'll show me the way to the Heart of the Woods.
Try it out, and good luck. Hey, haven't you forgotten something?
What?
My eyes.
Oh, sorry.
Ah, that's better. Some of my best ones. Esther says the left one is the most handsome one I have.
Every time I talk to him, I see that dread... As expected, nothing. Luckily, the mayor thought a living flaming skull was something supernatural. Gulliver's just your normal run-of-the-mill zombie. modern technology sometimes feels like magic to some people, but it's more the opposite. That's why the PKE is not reacting. Perhaps modern technology sometimes feels like magic, but it's more the opposite. That's why... Time to hunt me a werewolf. No! Begone, you beast! That was pretty easy. Everything okay?
Has she gone?
I drove it away. And I thought that I hadn't hit it.
She surprised me. I hate spiders.
Everything's fine. The danger's past. At least as long as the werewolf doesn't... Timmy? Don't!
Are you crazy? I would have got him.
That was my friend Timmy. He isn't a werewolf, he's a were-rat.
Did you know about it?
He was often ill. Always became very reclusive when that happened.
Perhaps once a month, during a full moon.
Remy never told me how Timmy's parents died. It could have been a werewolf attack.
Dangerous beasts. Nothing but anger, hate and muscle. Also fur. Your friend shouldn't have kept it a secret from you. He would have ripped you to pieces if he'd had half the chance.
Timmy was sleeping in Esther's jacket pocket when we arrived in the dark woods. He didn't know it was always night with a full moon here. And out there in the real world, it was another 2 weeks before the full moon.
Perhaps it's not his fault, but he's dangerous. If he attacks me, I'll defend myself.
I'll find a way to break the werewolf's curse. Maybe there's a library with magic books up at the castle. The sorcerer might have been interested in werewolves. Or maybe the Count knows something. He seems very fond of wolves.
Good luck with that. As far as I know, only a shot to the head with a silver bolt can break the curse.
It won't come to that. We'll look for Esther in the heart of the wood, and I'll take care of Timmy.
As long as he doesn't take care of us first.
Why does a girl like you decide to become a bounty hunter?
What do you mean, a girl like me?
Most gnome girls I know wouldn't choose such a dangerous career.
Yeah? Or they'd rather be engineers, mechanics or technicians. But what if I'm not interested in all that girly stuff?
Totally with you there. That's why I became a mage.
Well then, can't you just conjure something up and poof, the evil's gone?
No, I'm not a mage anymore.
Oh, I think it's good that you at least gave it a try.
And you? You always wanted to be a bounty hunter and simply followed your dream?
I wanted to help my clan. I didn't want to stand by and watch as I earn gold. We need it.
And once you have the gold?
We'll see. Go back home. Maybe I'll find myself a handsome gnome.
Won't you miss the adventure?
Nearly being eaten by spiders? No, not particularly.
We should continue on together and watch each other's backs.
Perhaps that isn't the worst idea. I've normally got a good sense of orientation, but in these strange woods...
No problem. I got this.
What is it?
This device can tell us how close we're getting to a source of supernatural energy.
Genius! We just have to keep to the paths where the device reacts strongest.
That's right. Our senses can be fooled, but not good old gnome technology.
Let's go. By the way, my name is Lizzie Pebblebrook. My friends call me Tin Lizzie because, well, it's quite obvious, really.
I think this thing is just leading us round in circles.
I don't believe it. Look! The heart of the woods.
Are you sure?
Pretty much, yep.
We have to be prepared for anything. Headless horsemen, paladins, witches, spiders. There could be a whole army waiting for us in there.
Ladies first?